Hello, this is Press Play by Evie, and today's topic is could have, should have, I'm going to, I'm doing it. If you notice, there is a journey that you walk in this different states of mind. We talk about I could have and I should have. You're speaking from a place of regret, of looking back and feeling that you missed an opportunity. You didn't take advantage of an opportunity or situation when you could have, and then piling it on from a place of guilt and saying, not only could I have done it because it was right in front of me, I should have ordered myself. It's an order to myself to have done this, and yet I did not. So you have regret, guilt, shame, and blame all put together, and that can be a very heavy mindset to be in. And the unfortunate part about being in that mindset is there's nothing you can do about the past because it's already gone. Short of time traveling to your past and fixing it, really it's gone. But your past is beneficial to you, and you should look at it as a tool to help you in your present state and in your future. That because you have the good fortune of having experienced or gone through a variety of experiences, all ranging from good to bad, you have history, a foundation, a background that can help you better set up yourself, your life, and your state of mind today. And by doing so, it will enrich your tomorrow. And if you notice the journey from could have, should have, we say I'm going to. Because now we want to shift to a point of releasing the past, taking it into account as a useful tool to now prepare you for your future. And the reason I didn't jump immediately into I'm doing it is because depending on what mindset shift you're coming from, you may not be able to immediately jump to I'm doing it, because you need to cultivate a sense of belief in yourself and in God to process the unprocessed emotions that came with what you perceive to be a failure in your past or a bad experience in your past, and look to a future that is positive. And oftentimes it's an easier transition to look to a positive future than to say that right now, this present day, things are working out for me. If you're in a position to immediately move from could have, should have to I'm doing it, that is great. That is wonderful. If not, you could start working on this belief and hope, faith, trust that a future is coming where things are going to work out for you in great, amazing ways. ways that you could never have imagined. And therefore, you need to let go of the hurtful emotions that are there based on your past experience and use them, live through them, acknowledge them, and use them to move to the next shift in your mind, next shift in your state, which that inner work and inner process will begin to reflect outwardly. Once you get to a point where you are largely positive and can truly see a future, or at least partially see a future where things work out for you, you can now begin to cultivate and work on the mindset shift that this future we're talking about doesn't have to be 10 years from now, 5 years from now. This future could be 10 minutes from now. It could be 5 hours from now, could be tomorrow, could be next week. And so the future stops seeming like something that is so far off, but something that is already here with you, because that is the truth. And to begin to work in a practical way, especially for those who are thinking, I want something practical. I do not want feel-good conversations or affirmations. While they are also very important because they might seem like feel-good but have a very huge impact on how you view yourself, how you view your day, how you view the activity you're currently doing, or the work you're doing, or the people you're interacting with, or situations that crop up throughout the day. So even seemingly feel-good affirmations, feel-good conversations are very crucial tools in shifting and beginning the inner work. As you work your way through being very honest and looking at yourself from a point of objective observation, while giving yourself the grace and understanding that is required not to wallow in the situation, but to move past it or grow through it. And a practical step would be, if my future is a minute from now, 5 hours from now, tomorrow, a week from now, then if my goal is to own property, I may not be able to buy a piece of property in the next minute or hour, but I can certainly take steps that will lead to this eventual purchase of property. So a good present day outlook, perhaps we could say could have, should have. There was an opportunity that was there, a job opportunity that would have earned me a lot of income, that would have made all my financial goals possible, cancelled any debts or loans that are there. But I did not take it up, either because I did not think in that moment that situation had such great potential. Perhaps I had limited the amount of potential, or there were other things happening in my life and I let that opportunity go, or I figured, I'll just get another one, and then that left and it took a long time before I could get another opportunity such as the one I let go of. Now that I recognize that, I am able to sit and look at why did I let that go? Truly, objectively assess why. Not from a point of bashing myself, but from a point of understanding where was I coming from. And then releasing and accepting that that opportunity was not mine to begin with, because if it really was, I would have taken it up. And that simply because that opportunity is gone does not mean that there are no opportunities that will either arise of the same or even greater value, impact, such as the one that I let go of. So if you can accept that, have that conversation with yourself, and give yourself that closure, then you can move to I'm going to. And in the I'm going to phase, you're now looking at your future. Then you break down your future, and rather than just thinking of your future in, I'll say, career terms, where in an interview someone asks, where do you see yourself 5 years from now or 10 years from now? So we tend to only think of our long-term future, the far away. So you could instead break down your short, mid, and long-term future. And your short being even as close as to 5 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now, a week from now, a month from now, maybe mid being 2 years from now, so that everything between now and an year is within your short term, or between now and 2 years is within your short term. And then now getting to the I'm doing it, I want to buy that property. I'm doing it. 5 minutes from that decision looks like me checking online to find out what kind of property exactly, like what is the vision. I might be thinking, oh, I want a property, I want a mansion, or I want a ranch. But what's the aesthetic? To start clearly forming that picture. That could be I'm doing it, that I can actually deliver 5 minutes from now. So I'll say today, I'm just gonna look at Pinterest and Instagram and other social media sites, trying to check out what kind of aesthetic, size that I'm going for, that this dream property that I will acquire one day would look like, at least to a certain degree. Doing it 5 minutes from now also looks like trying to check online and through friends what real estate agencies exists in my area or in the area that I want to live in. And then looking at their profile and seeing what kind of properties are they selling or are they building. If, for example, you do not want to buy a completed house, you want to build it from scratch, or you're even trying to look at land first and then in an area, and then also the kind of construction that they do. Or perhaps you are even looking for houses that are being auctioned so that you can flip them. You can renovate them, buy them cheaper and renovate. So I'm doing it 5 minutes from right now. I can be able to check these real estate agents, check these auction houses, check what kind of properties they have that are suitable to what I'm imagining. And if I haven't narrowed down to anything, just looking at their entire profile and portfolio narrowing it down to maybe one or two, and then even doing it next week looks like booking appointments with them to go have a look. Even finding out, do they charge anything for you to go look at the houses or not? Perhaps go with the ones who don't charge. And if they are charging, is the fee reasonable that you could, and you're willing to pay, that you could pay and still just get someone to take you around for a full day and just show you? Something else that doing it now, let's say within that month, you've already done a couple of things at this point. Within the month, sitting with your bank, your circle, a financial advisor, and they don't have to be a financial advisor that you've paid for. There are banks that, if you're a customer there, they allow you to sit with a financial advisor to guide you. Or you might have a friend who could be able, maybe because it's their profession or they've done this before, guide you on finances and real estate. And you may not need to really expose your personal finances like that, especially if it is a friend or a relative, depending on your relationship. But you could ask them questions about real estate and what are their thoughts if this is a field they've been working in. Also talk about finances. If you have a friend that took a mortgage loan, that is something you could also just ask them, and the depth of the conversation will really depend on how close your relationship is and how much they're willing to expose. And also they're professionals who are able to give you this advice. You could go to a real estate agent office, see what it is you're looking for, and just ask a couple of questions. Then go into a financial institution, a bank or a circle, talk to them, ask them what's their criteria for giving a loan, whether it's a mortgage loan or any other kind of loan towards purchasing or constructing your home. Also find out what are the repayment options, repayment period. So this is something you can do even when you do not have whatever amount of money you believe you need to have to purchase. So at this point, you are doing it, and you are living the life of the person who gets to own this property, because you are sitting down and asking yourself pertinent questions that are crucial to someone who is literally purchasing the land tomorrow. If you had all that money that you needed and you were going to purchase this property, wouldn't you need to do all those checks? So why wait until you have all the money to do it? You could start now, and just putting yourself in this mindset, these situations already puts you on alert for any opportunities that will get you closer to that. It's similar to what people say that if you're trying to buy a car and you decide the kind of car you want is a Toyota, and you decide the make is a Land Cruiser X, or I don't even know the exact models, you will begin to see these kinds of Land Cruisers everywhere. Literally all year models, 2010, 2015 model, 2022 model all the way to the current year 2025 model, because you have signaled to yourself, to your mind, to your being that I'm on the lookout for this car, so you need to be on alert. When you see it, call it to my attention. So when you put yourself in the space of, I am getting this property and these are the things I would naturally take, the steps I would naturally take towards getting it, you will start seeing everything. You will start seeing the kinds of properties you're interested in. You will begin to see even the kind of, like the smallest of details, the kind of windows you dream about, the kind of doors. You will be driving somewhere and you'll notice a door that looks exactly like your dream door. You will be invited to a party and you will see a kitchen decorated exactly or close to or having features like the ones you dream of having. You will suddenly run into real estate agents who are either your friends or friends of friends, who are able to give you the kind of advice and information about the area you're interested in. You will run into financial advisors or walk into your bank, and guess what? That is the day someone will ask, oh, you're waiting to do something in the bank. Would you like to know about the kind of loans that we have here? We even have loans for homes. You have not even spoken to this person about anything, and yet they're speaking to you about the things that you needed answers to. And then you sit with yourself and realize, I'm literally doing it. And then you find this projection, perhaps you've given yourself, of 5 years to get this property. That timeline begins to collapse. And then you will find yourself also attracting opportunities that will generate you more revenue, whether it's through promotion at your place of work, or a new place of work, or it's a new business or a side hustle that you do. Because your eyes, your mind, your being is so open and on alert for what it is you're going for, and you're living that through the various activities you do on a day-to-day basis, minute-to-minute basis, you begin even to see opportunities that will draw you closer to your financial goal. For example, if your financial analyst said you need to have banked with us for 6 months or an year to consider this, your credit score needs to look like this for us to consider you, if that is something they look for, or you need some kind of guarantee, so any other asset you have to put it up. You will start making decisions that improve your credit score. You will start perhaps also channeling some of the revenue you're getting, however little, through this institution, because you're trying to accrue the number of months you need for them to see that you are a trusted, sort of reliable person to loan. If there is a minimum you need to have, you will notice how you spend money, how you save money begins to shift. When you go to the hardware stores, you'll notice that when you pass the aisle that has pipes and bathroom fixtures, you will stop, even if it's for 2 minutes, and scan the prices, and somewhere those prices are stored at the back of your mind. And so as you're spending, you're like, oh, that money would be equivalent to me buying maybe 3 of the fixtures that I need. You will begin to live and breathe, and you're living and breathing that reality without being obsessed. It's as natural to you as taking in the air that you do. You're not even thinking about it. You're not obsessing about it. You're not having sleepless nights about it. You're just living it. And that is even before you get whatever millions you believe you need to get that done. Because you're already doing all these other steps that are advising you on what preparation you need to take. I mean, you even begin to look at architects and engineers around the areas. What requirements do they have? What are their kind of charges? So you even know what it is you need to ask for. You might even one time decide to help out someone who is doing their construction, or just visit it and maybe take them some food or some snacks as you look around, because it might spark something, inspire something, or they might be able to advise you on things they did that were a complete mistake, and if they could do it again, they would do it differently. And that already is information that will be useful to you. So in that sense, your future is today. It's now. It's a minute from now. So, friends, I hope and look forward to getting all the comments and tips about how we all can, in every decision in our lives, move from could have, should have, I am going to do it, to doing it, and that it will be as natural as taking in, drawing in a breath, and releasing it. Please do share your stories. Have you moved through this process? Are you in the could have or should have state? Have you moved through that? How did you do it? It's always such a joy for us to share and grow together and support